Today I'm going to try to show how to fit a SRAM XX1 Eagle B-bolt kit into a SRAM NX 12-speed derailleur. Anybody that has one of these probably has run into the problem with play here at the B-bolt. And in this case, mine right now doesn't have any real play because I used a wave ring or a wave washer, which I show on another video. They were 10 for $1. I gave some out, got good feedback on the people that have used them. One thing is that they are carbon steel, so I don't know how long they're gonna last, but with a little grease that should avoid any significant oxidation. But I read that using this bolt kit works a lot better, and you'll have a very stable system that will not wear out. So the part number on this kit is the 11.7518.076.010. I was able to go on SRAM's site and find the diagram for that kit. It's the one right here. They say a rear derailleur B-bolt and limit screw kit XX1 X1 Eagle black hexes. And they have a little diagram on what that looks like. However, on the diagram they show the bolt and they show the plate, but they don't show any of the rubber grommets in there. So had to kind of figure out how it worked. Actually, it's pretty straightforward, and hopefully this will go well. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to lock the cage out using that little lockout so that we have easy access to the B-bolt, to the inside of the B-bolt. Here it has a slip ring that I show on the other video, and I'm going to just basically take a pick and get that split ring and take it out. So here I have a pick. I got this one at Harbor Freight. Whole set cost about $1 with a coupon. And if I go around, I'm going to catch it right at the edge, right there. Lift it out, and it should come right out. So it's lifting right there and there. Probably hard to see there, but basically it's lifted and just come around. I'm doing this around the camera, so it's a little harder. And there it is. All right, so now just remember how this goes. It has the plate, it has the B-bolt, and in here is the spring washer that I replaced instead of using the rubber seal, the rubber O-ring that it initially had. So now we're going to compare that to the XX1 bolt kit. Okay, now these are the limiting screws. I want to put those aside because that is not what we're going to use. This is the plate. Take these bolts aside. Take this aside. It has two rubber O-rings and the bolt. Now a big difference is in the bolt itself. So with the NX, you originally just get a solid bolt. You can see the wear and tear on that bolt right there as it slides around and moves around the derailleur, or the derailleur moves around it. With the XX1, you see that it has an O-ring here, and that's to keep this separate bushing in there. Okay, so now you have two pieces. You actually have a bushing where you have nothing with the NX. Then you have two O-rings, and the plates are a little different. This is the NX. This is the XX1. It's beefier with a longer lip here, and even where the limiting screw catches, you can see the difference. Much more substantial. Now the very cool thing as I was playing with it is that whereas here you have a groove there. You have to squeeze everything in and then get that split ring in there, which is a pain. There is no split ring on the XX1. What will happen is you actually press this and it'll clip in there, and this will hold tension on it much easier. So what you have to do is the first O-ring, the small one, is going to go over the bolt like this. And this bolt has a recessed area right in at the bottom. This one is just flat, and that just goes against the derailleur. The new one has a groove there. You're going to slide the O-ring and just kind of snug it in that groove. So if you look at it from the side, you can't see it. It's inside the groove. That's going to make a little bit of a seal as it goes against the outside of the derailleur. So put that in, and it's much more snug. You can feel the difference right there. Okay, then come around, and the next O-ring is going to go right in there. There we go. You're going to take your new bracket, push up so that the back is nice and flush against that, so you have room to just squeeze this and click, it just snaps right in. All right, so there, that's about as much play as the wave washer had, but it'll be much durable when you have a bushing in there. Now, one thing I notice is it seems like the little bracket has a little extra play, but that should go away once you put it onto the bike, onto the derailleur. And let me get a derailleur hanger, screw it in, and see what it feels like. All right, so I'm screwing it into a derailleur hanger. Make sure that the tab on the derailleur hanger meets up with the tab on the derailleur when you install it, okay? And all right, I just hand tighten it. Here on the bolt it says to tighten 10 to 12 Newton meters, so I just hand tighten it. And when I go like this, that's the derailleur itself moving. But if I hold it here, there is absolutely no play. I mean, no play there. And the B-bolt still moves freely. And it looks very cool with a little writing. That versus that looks very nice. And like I said, no play. So this is a hack, so I take no responsibility for how long it lasts or anything like that, but I've read in other like in forums and stuff, and one of my viewers said he's tried this and it's worked very well for him, and I have to admit there is no play there, and it feels very solid, very smooth with that bushing in there. With that bushing in there, this should last pretty much, you know, as long as your derailleur lasts. So hope this works out. I'll put the link to the kit in the description. And as always, thanks for watching.